Hi guys, my name is Fahd Dawood. I talk about real estate. I've been doing real estate for about 14 plus years, Dubai and internationally. I started in Toronto, Canada in 2006, really putting my feet and getting them wet with real estate. But I've not always been successful. It's taken me many years to learn and get branded by fire. I've made money, I've lost money, and in some transactions I've made no money whatsoever. The number one thing that I have personally chosen to do when I started to invest in real estate, well, initially I kind of got pushed into the thrust. I didn't really know what I was doing. I had a mentor who was also a partner of mine and we started a real estate company, but then we went through the global financial crisis and things went from pretty good to pretty bad. We almost lost $500,000 dirhams in the market. I personally had just gotten married, so things were pretty tough and rough. When I decided to go back into real estate, I made one conscious decision, which was that before I put my money where my mouth is, I'm going to learn at the feet of the investors, those who know the rules of the game and then play by the rules of the game and come out on top. Because honestly, I don't want to be a victim of losing money in real estate. I don't want to be a casualty. I don't want to be one of those people who I personally believe anecdotally that 7 out of 10 people when they invest in real estate end up actually losing money. So I decided that I'm going to learn about real estate. I'm going to learn the tricks of the trade. I'm going to learn the rules of the game and then start investing my time and money into the real estate industry. Before I just went forward, I decided, okay, you know what, put the money, but let's see what happens. Everybody's doing the same. I then decided consciously that I'm going to learn and then put my money where my mouth is. Now, this is something very critical that I want to impart onto you. Look, I've been involved in real estate for a long time. I have been an investor, I'm an agent, I help other investors buy and sell property, and they make money, and sometimes they don't make money because sometimes they don't take my advice, and I'm not always 100% correct. But what I do know is I follow a process. I have taken 14 plus years of my knowledge encapsulated into a script. I call it the real estate secret script. Take you from A to B, you learn the entire real estate process that you can apply to anywhere in the world to make sure that you come out on top with the real estate asset that you're buying. Obviously, there's no guarantee for success, but at least if you're following a process, you are guided into the direction where you are you're not guaranteed success, but that probability of succeeding increases. Now, some of you might be thinking, hey, I'm not buying real estate tomorrow. I'm not looking at buying an apartment or a property, but believe me, I personally believe 90% out of 100 will buy a property at some stage in their life. But it's very funny and it's very unique. As much as property is the most expensive investment in anybody's life, it's even more than a car. Most property decisions are based on emotions. Most property decisions are based on what the masses are saying. Most property decisions are based on what the neighbor or the doctor or my family friend or my childhood friend says. It's not based on expert opinion. And now I'm saying, if you don't want to engage an expert to help you, guide you through your property purchase process, at least learn about it yourself so that you can be an expert. But do not wait until the time is upon you to start learning. Now, some of you might be parents, some of you might be married, some of you might be engineers. And I just want to narrate an example that you might be able to relate with, right? So when we start, I wish I had done this, right? None of us actually do this, but I wish I had, right? Before I became a parent, I personally thought that I would be an amazing parent. I knew exactly how to teach a child. I'm pretty popular with kids. I used to be a camp counselor when I was 16, and for 2 years I went and I dealt with kids in massive numbers, all the way from 4 years old up to I think 12 or 13 years old. And even though it was draining, I could get by. I could manage the kids. I was pretty good with it. And you know, my parents had a little baby when we were about 16, so I thought that I knew everything there was to know about raising a child. No, I wasn't. That wasn't correct. You know, and instead, the fact of the thing is that when the thing happens to you, kind of hits you like a brick, right? So now you're a parent, all of a sudden you need to learn all you need to know about parenting and making do with it, right? I would have loved it if I had had the opportunity or somebody had guided me and said, look, here's 2 or 3 books, here's some research on YouTube. There wasn't YouTube back then. Like, it wasn't so much, there wasn't so much proliferation of educational videos on YouTube. But if I wish that somebody had taken me by my hand and said, look, you might want to learn about this after marriage before you start having children. And I didn't do that, and I suggest that nobody should do that before they start having their kids. Starting to learn how to be good parents after you've had children. Same thing goes to schooling, right? When we go to school, we study the basics of English and maths, and it's not necessarily because you're going to study maths and physics and chemistry because you're going to become an engineer, or you need to study English to become, I don't know, like an author. But you need the basic skills to be able to adapt and apply them as you go through life, right? So if you want to go to university, you need those basic skills, and you need to start building up to be able to get to university and succeed. Same thing applies to anything else that you want to take in this world, right? The hard and the tough part is that most people wait until it's time to start learning about something. My recommendation, strong recommendation, is that you start learning much in advance about something. Specifically on the largest investment that you're going to make within your life, right? I personally think the largest investments you make are your car, your wife, and then your property, right? In that no particular order, let's say that. I personally think that you should learn about investing in real estate before you get to that stage of investments and putting your money into real estate. I think that any mistakes that you might make can be taken care of in advance, but by you putting your heart and some effort into learning about this, or engaging an expert advisor who's got your best interest in mind, right? I'll narrate 2 stories to you, okay? I've got one such person who's talking to me right now, and he wants me to help him. But lo and behold, as much as I tell them that, look, I've got a complete process that I take you through, A, B, C, D, I'll take you all the way to Z to make sure that the property that we're buying fits you and your life and your financial circumstances well, so that you're not regretting that purchase 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now. Trust me, believe me, I've got somebody else who's just reached out to me, and what they're saying is, hey, I bought this property in this place, but I really need to buy this property to actually live in. But I can't sell this at market price, and my broker is advising me to take another mortgage on this. Not another mortgage, but take a mortgage on this and pay a down payment on this property. Wrong approach. You made a wrong decision to buy this first property when you shouldn't have, and you're making, most likely, in my personal opinion, I could be wrong, a wrong decision by taking a mortgage on this property and then putting a down payment on this. You're going to have liabilities on 2 ends. And you know what? Life changes. Kids come, jobs come, businesses go up, businesses come down. It's important that you make the right decision. Honest to God, in the description, I am going to be giving you access to the Real Estate Secret script that you can download for free. Just handle shipping and handling, but it's absolutely free. It gives you a format that allows you to go from A to Z on what are the things that you need to cover in terms of when you're buying a property. Give you another example of another investor, calls me out. He's from France, and I speak to him and I tell him, this is my process. I need to do step A, B, C, D, E. I need to do a consultation with you, explain to you exactly. We go through the process, and trust me, things that he wanted, that he felt that he wanted, because I knew him so well, and when we go into the market, I guide his process. I guide his decision-making process, and I help him and save him from the pitfalls. We ended up buying something completely different from what he had started on in his mind. The only difference is that this property meets his financial and emotional needs at this time, and is going to serve him well the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 years. He's not going to regret it. He's not going to be stuck somewhere which he shouldn't have been buying in the first place. I've got other investors reaching out to me who want to work with me on one-on-one, and I appreciate them reaching out and saying, look, should we buy this property? And I say, look, I don't know you. I don't know your aspirations. I don't know where you're looking at. I don't know the process that I take all my successful investors to be able to help you and guide you to the right place, to the right property that matches your criteria and fits your need. It's almost it's almost like going to a doctor and just telling the doctor nothing about how you feel, but asking him that, I looked this medicine up on the internet, or my friend's taking this, can I take this? Well, allow the doctor to ask you a few questions to guide you through the process that helps you take you to health in terms of financial freedom without pain, right? Same thing applies to real estate. I would hate it. I would hate seeing people lose money. And the reality is, and I have to admit, I work in the real estate industry, but I have to admit this. 7 out of 10 people I have felt or dealt with lose money, whether they're investing in Dubai, London, Pakistan, New York, wherever, because you got to understand there's an entire industry of developers, banks, agents that are trying to make money off of you. So their interest, the developer's interest, is to have nice marketing collateral, nice salespeople, nice looking sales girls to convince you and buy their product, right? The bank's interest is to get rid of the money that they have and put it into your pocket. Actually, no, make you liable and put it into that real estate asset, and then have you on the hook for the next 20 years, paying the monthly installments so the bank can make a healthy profit for their stakeholders. So the developers got their interest, the agents got their commissions that they're worrying about, the banks got their money that they want to get rid of. Who's looking out for you? It's you. You gotta look out for you. If not you, hire a trusted advisor. And I'm not saying it's me. Find somebody who you interview, who you feel is going to help you completely. And if nothing else is going to work, look, download the Real Estate Secret script. It's going to help you. At least it gives you a clear roadmap on what the process looks like and how to make the best decision for yourself. I don't have the Real Estate Secrets map with me, but trust me, you need it to be able to guide yourself through the real estate process, and I guarantee you anywhere in the world, because I can take this Real Estate Secret script and I can invest anywhere else in the world. I can go to any city, I can go to any country, and I know exactly who to speak to, what to do, how to go about the process, making sure that the investment I make in real estate will make me money and I won't come out the loser. I'll come the winner on the other side. Ciao for now. Catch you on the other side. Press the link. I'm sure my team's going to put it in the description. Download it for your benefit. Don't want to see you as a casualty. I want to see you making money. All right. Ciao for now. Talk to you on the other side. Bye.